A YouTube Hamborn here, picking up right where I left off with Breaking Point 2, right after, right after the Hungarian Grand Prix. I think we're going to chapter 4, so let's get into it. It's going to be picking up right after the race, okay.
Okay, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
I'm sorry, I don't
Devon,
know why my camera's not working.
you had a problem with a team order today?
Didn't happen.
What?
Look, I know everyone's saying I ignored it, but it didn't happen. I never got the order. Check the comms.
I have it hooked up and
Surely
everything,
Workman always
but
blames
for
his
some
tools,
reason
eh?
my camera's not working.
Check the comms.
Okay, we checked the communication pipeline. Fix it. This cannot happen again.
Typical.
Aiden, listen.
What's the point?
It's just Devon being Devon.
And what? That makes it okay? He's an arrogant...
No, you're right to call him that. But imagine if we didn't give him certain freedoms, he'd be even harder to manage. As his father, I know. Aiden, you're the best driver that we have. And it's right for you to put Devon in his place. He needs it. The team needs it.
Thanks. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me. I think...
Honestly, we don't deserve you. And I know that you're being discussed at other teams. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. I'm sorry if I've spoken out of turn. About Devon.
Not at all. You know the best way to keep Devon in his place?
What's that?
Beat it.
That's true. There we go.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Connor Sport contacted by a film production company. They're currently in pre-production phase for the latest installment for the AutoZone movie franchise and want to offer a cameo role to one of our drivers. Well, well, I'll give it to Devin. Being challenged by the press about disregarding the team order during today's race, Devin went public with Collins' issue. Now being pressured for a statement. What is our response? We don't want creating unnecessary. We still know ourselves. Let's be open and state that we're running tests and looking into it. The team building days back at the factory when they had his plan, and we received some really positive feedback from those in attendance. We noted that there were some disappointing grumblings online about the fact that Devon's promised tour never went ahead, but they're down now. Okay, what's next? News. Breaking news. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Davidoff.
So, I had a word with Aiden.
And?
Nothing to worry about. Don't think there'll be any more problems.
What did you say?
Doesn't matter. We level with each other. Just leave Aiden to me from now on.
And what about Devon?
What about Devon?
We both know it wasn't the comms, right?
Andrea, listen. Devon may push his luck from time to time, but I won't have his integrity questioned. If he says it was the comms, then you know what to do. Yes?
Right. Sure. I'll have them checked again.
See that you do.
This is at the point where Vettel announced his retirement and Alonso was going to Aston Martin. fast living with Formula One starts only when we go down into the basement. Devin really opens up, surrounded by a classic car collection that reaches well into double figures. It's clear that driving is Devin Butler's life. I like to come down here. That's where I feel at peace. He grins, running his hand along the bodywork of one of his cars. Reminds me how fortunate I am. Here in his home environment, the arrogant and cocky demeanor beloved by Devin's fans and despised by his detractors seems far more subdued and controlled, but only just. But I can't take them out as often as I like. Too busy traveling the world and showing the part-timers how to win races, but that's life. Alright, social media, yeah. Okay, emails, Bill Paget and update.com, check, yeah. Zero problems or faults every single time, even when we tried to cause a fault to replicate what could have happened during the race, they've come out perfect. Landing Clifton rescheduling Antonio's flight. Oh, there's no issue with the flight. We've already rebooked it, business class, the same as before. The only problem is the hotel. With Antonio coming out earlier, they haven't got a room for the extra 3 days, so I booked him at the link. Oh, okay. Alright, where are we going next?
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Being a new team on the grid has its advantages. Our merchandise has proved really popular, much more so than we were expecting. With some lines either sold out or stock running low. We've had a word with the sportswear division, though, and they can't increase production without affecting other Connorsport lines. This issue is a bit bigger than just your F1 interest. How should we handle this? Let's increase production of the F1 merchandise, making this team successful. Helps every part of the business as it gets our name out there, increases brand awareness. As such a manufacturing team, let's keep that existing schedule. Perhaps the scarcity will drive demand in the long run. I kind of like that idea. I really kind of like the make and do part. Instead of increasing the portion of our manufacturing team to increase production, we'll just make do, and that way the scarcity will drive demand in the long run. Not a bad idea. Let's just make do for now. What? R&D department have been in touch. They need to finalize their schedule for the coming months in order to submit their plans for next season. They can shift focus solely towards the 2023 car now, but there are some conflicting opinions in engineering as they believe there are some easy gains to be made this season. Where should they focus their efforts? Easy gains may well help us grab a higher position in constructor standing this year, and that money is going to be integral to the future investment in the car. Let's get those developed first. I think we're going to have to make do with what we have this year. More development time we get on next year's car will pay dividends down the road. Tell the team to focus on the 23 car or both. Let's try for both. I'm willing to pay overtime to the relevant teams to make this a possibility. We've got the talent to reach for a better position this year without sacrificing next year's performance. I like that. Yeah. Let's go both.
So, what about Callie Mayer? Was she on your radar at this point?
Of course. She was making big waves in F2. And Ackerman would not shut up about her.
Now what? We must be Callie Mayer. Callie Mayer, yeah. British F2 driver Callie Mayer finds herself dominating the competition in the sprint race at Zandvoort. No, not content to sit out in front leading the race, Mayer and the team at Tronic decided to opt for an unorthodox strategy. What the hell? Unorthodox strategy. Alright, let's get into it. What's the unorthodox?
Here's our race leader, Callie Mayer. She has been blisteringly fast around Zandvoort here today.
And look at that! She's going into pit!
Interesting strategy they've decided on there. She has been lapping at rapid pace, but is this the right call?
Yeah, it's a bold move, for sure. Looks crazy to me, but let's find out.
Here she goes then, on brand new tyres. The rest of the field still sticking with their original set. Where exactly does Callie Mayer come out? Let's see.
Win the race.
Okay, Callie, let's go. I'm going to leave it to you. You know what to do. Come on.
Copy that. On it.
Off and running. Here we go. Damn it.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.5 seconds. Good stuff. We're moving to P8. P8 now.
Oh, really? Up the field.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Up the forward. 3 seconds behind the leader. Damn it. Look where you're inside. Damn it. Shouldn't have dived on there. What can you turn?
Gap to your teammate behind is 28.9 seconds.
Why did I come out of the station? What the hell happened here?
debris on the tyres. This is going to cause reduced grip until they clear.
Put it on hard difficulty now. But every time I put in the system, I thought it would take traction control away, so that's about all I'm gonna have on with traction control. Everything else is pretty much off.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Okay.
Take a bow. What a masterclass to finish first here in the Netherlands. It was such an unlikely strategy from Maya, but she and the team have made a success of it. What a race, what a performance, what a genuine joy to watch.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Trident picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing race.
Yeah, a dominating performance by Kelly Mayer.
Kelly, what do you put your success down to this season?
Oh, I'd say probably my speed.
In what way?
I find lapping faster than everyone else really, really helps. Casper.
No.
Seriously though, I have a great team around me, and this guy, more than anyone else, has been pretty useful to have around. Casper, what are you shy? Come up here.
Yes. And Callie says you've been a factor this season, Casper.
I'm not the one driving.
Didn't agree with my tyre strategy, though.
This one has no respect for elders.
But can you give us more detail as to the exact role you'll play, Casper?
None whatsoever. It's all about her.
He's probably right, to be fair.
So, were you already in touch with Casper Ackerman at that point?
Ackerman and I go way back.
The up and coming. Oh my gosh.
Let me guess, you saw the race, couldn't be prouder, and everyone in the office wouldn't stop screaming.
Well, that saved me a few minutes. Guess I'll speak to you later then.
How are you, Mum?
Oh, I couldn't be prouder, Cal. That was one hell of a race. Everyone in the office wouldn't stop screaming.
Shut up.
Honestly, the way you're driving, I think we're gonna have to change your name.
What's here this time?
Callie Winner. You've got this in the bag, Cal.
Oh, okay. That is the kind of award-winning journalism that we really do need right now, but one race at a time, okay?
That sounds like Casper talking. Is he looking after you?
Yeah, always. Actually, I've got a meeting with him that I'm running a bit late for, so I've got to dash, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, sweetheart. Call me tonight and well done.
Yeah.
PS2 to McLaren, Audi Formula announces F1 entry. Okay. Emails. No camera. I told you before, I've absolutely no desire to ever speak to the press. I get so wound up with journalists. I swear it's the only reason I got a reputation for being cold back in F1. Although I imagine Zoe will tell you different. This is your time to shine, and from what I saw, you're natural in front of the camera. I really hope they caught my good side of that shit. Unorthodox but effective. I don't think there's anything else I can say. Really glad we listened to you on that one. Your instincts were bang on. That was one heck of a race out there today, Callie. Well done, thank you. Ben Hicks wanted to check your availability. As I said in my previous segment, the phone hasn't stopped. Photos, shoots, interviews, advertising, deals. It looks like your feet aren't going to be touching the ground anytime soon. As your agent, I'd always be keen to see. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's head on. Chapter 5, with only a handful of races remaining in 2022 campaign, Connor Sport are still looking to make their mark on the sport during the first season as part of the F1 grid. What do you got for us now?
Hey boss, got another one for you.
We missed some key sales at the past couple of Grand Prix due to merchandise stock levels, but demand is still high. Pre-orders for future stock are looking fantastic. Yep, that's what I thought. Trackside chats to outspoken David F. Butler. God dang, really?
David?
Connor, just thought I'd call for a catch-up.
Wait. What time is it where you are?
Doesn't matter. I wanted a report before the race.
Right. I did ask them to send across all the data to you. Perhaps they forgot. I'll make sure to...
No, I've got it all here. Busy man, Andrea. I don't have time to read all that. How's it all look?
The car is running well, data's solid, whole team seems confident, and based on the forecasts, we're sticking to the original tie strategy as we discussed, so we'll see.
Good. And the boys?
Keeping to themselves, so no fireworks. Aiden's been a little quiet, but that's usually a good sign before a race. And Devin is...
I've already spoken to Devin. He's good to go.
Oh. Right.
Well, keep up your good work. Good luck. I'm sure we'll speak after.
We catch him on a 20-minute video call. He's determined to cover as much ground as I could, but he's a tricky man to pin down. When I asked him about his F1 superstar son, Devin Butler, he won't answer me. Why on earth would I want to talk about Devin? He says, it's me you're interviewing. Come on, focus. Smirks when he makes these kinds of comments to let me know he's not serious, and yet I can't help but get the sense he means it. He is happy to talk about Connorsport. However, Connorsport represents a real opportunity, he says. It's 2 plus 2 really equal 4. College cap speculation intensified. Although Aston Martin may have been unfairly labeled Green Bull earlier this season, the two teams are brought together again by the suggestion that they are both perhaps straining the upper limits of the college cap, to put it diplomatically. Speculation is particularly rife around Red Bull, given the nature of their 2021 victory and their current strong showing this season, as well as all internal wrangling. There is no real way to know exactly what is going on. All that we know is that the truth will out. What? All that we do know is the truth will out when the full report is published. Whatever. Silly season continues. Piastri. Econ will be joined by Pierre Gasly. Yeah. Suzuka World Champions are crowned. Crown World Driver Champion on Sunday. Yep. You want to read Old Man Butler interview, not willing to talk about his son. No more Devin's on the balance. Blah, 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 blah. Car update, full report on your desk. The short version, both cars running with optimal levels based on our projections. We're in a good place. Of course, we could always do more if we had more time, but we've worked this up to the wire. We'll be keeping a close eye on all the data, but I'm sure if we go with the tire strategy you're planning, the boys will be home in no time. Argument interview with Butler. I mean, I've heard some stories, but is he like that all the time? No wonder Devin's like he is. He seems like an absolute nightmare to work with. Rather you than me. Best of luck at Suzuka was always one of my favorites. Team dinner update. Suzuka apparently didn't know if they'd be able to put the whole team in, but have decided to close both floors for the night, so the whole place to ourselves. The owner really went out of his way to help us, and through blah 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 blah. Weekend preview. Max Verstappen champion. Red Bull champions. Alright, that's it to Suzuka. More crap, really?
Hey,
What
boss,
now?
got a couple of minutes.
A Star is Born, as is usual with the movie industry, there's been a delay in production, so the filming will take place next season, booked in for just after the Spanish Grand Prix race weekend. This clashes with the scheduled mid-season testing day in Catalonia. It's keen we allow Connorsport to get as much exposure as possible and stick to the filming schedule. We can't realistically commit to both. Damn. Son of a bitch. You gotta keep the money happy. I hate to say it, but you gotta keep the money happy. So let's start to the race. He's Aiden on pace for one of his better performances behind the wheel of the Consport car. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen?
Okay, mate, I need you to push before the pit window opens. Push, push. On it.
Okay, looking for lap 8. Okay. Three, one, go.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
God damn it, Carlos.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Really?
Another pit stop here at Suzuka. This time it's Aiden Jackson coming in. He's been making steady progress today, and Conesport needed to. They desperately need some results, and they could do without this. And look, there's chaos in that garage.
Absolutely, only 3 wheels on the car at the moment, Crofty. Aiden Jackson looks on in despair. Here comes that spare wheel now.
That's a long, long time to wait, just sat in the cockpit. What is going on down at Conesport?
Well, the tyre is finally out of the garage and on the car, and Aiden Jackson's back out in the race, but it's a long time in the pit, and that will cost them dearly.
How far we fall back? Reclaim 8? Are you fucking kidding me?
What was that? How many places did I lose?
Okay, try not to worry about that, Aiden. Just focus on the race, get your head down, and let's put it back.
I'm sick of this!
3, 2, 1, God dang it. Yeah, you're playing him about in the background. Fuck that entire fucking... God damn it. God damn it, Yuki. Shit.
Good job, nice overtake.
No, Butler.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Huh. bastard.
Okay, information on Sainz. They've got some kind of mechanical problem. Okay, fantastic lap times. You're closing in on the car ahead.
God damn it, what the fuck happened? Oh, God damn it.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, gap ahead is 3.5 seconds.
Oh, fuck you.
great manoeuvre. He made it.
Oh, shit.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.3 seconds.
God damn it.
Moved into P2, that's P2 now. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the last lap, but I'm putting my down on the map. Second place. Wow.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Well, it's still too close to call at the top of the table. Meanwhile, at the other end, Nat, you can really understand Aiden Jackson's frustrations today.
Yeah, they've had car problems all season long, Crofty. They've had a bad mix-up in the garage today. Connor Sport won't be proud of that one.
And Connor Sport won't be proud of that. It's the longest pit stop we've had this season. Not the sort of record any team wants to set.
Oh, wow.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
The surprise is Aiden Jackson at Connor Sport being on the podium. Max Verstappen back-to-back Drivers' Championship. Red Bull. I believe Red Bull went back to the Drivers' Constructors' titles too.
Well, Aiden, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to ask. That pit stop looked like a nightmare. So what on earth happened today?
Yeah, well, we all know that every race has a hiccup, so you can just never tell when it's going to happen. You just got to be ready and roll with the punches. I guess on the plus side, a mess up like that means that this mistake will never happen again.
Well, there is a lot of talk on social media about whether Devon is actually getting preferential treatment by the team. So do you think, is there any truth to that, or is it an unfair assumption?
Devon struggles to keep up sometimes, so maybe he could use a little preferential treatment. No, I'm joking. Whatever helps Devon, that helps the team, is fine.
Well, Aiden, the list seems to get longer. Car reliability, you and Devon bumping wheels, and now issues in the pit lane. Huge mounting problems at Connor Sport. Has there been any talk at all about what the team might do next season, considering that you and Devon just don't seem to get along?
Yeah, I've been thinking about next season. But who knows what the future will bring. At the moment, it's all about Connor Sport and bringing in as many points as I can.
And finally, I've got to ask you about this. Rumours have recently emerged that your teammate, Devon Butler, will be playing a role in the next Throttle Zone film. Can you comment on this?
Well, we all know what Devon's like, and he is a natural for the big screen, so I am not surprised that he finally got his big role. I'm sure he'll be brilliant.
Thank you so much for your time.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Talk to me.
About what? You saw the race, right? What is there to say?
Thought you could do with blowing off a little steam.
What is even the point in wasting any more energy? If it's not the car, it's the team. If it's not the team, it's the car. No one seems to care how much effort I'm putting into all of this.
Which is why you need to double down. Listen, I promised I wouldn't say anything, but the top three are talking, Aiden.
What?
They've already reached out to us. Looks like there might be some last-minute negotiations on the cards, but keep that to yourself, okay?
Yeah, of course.
No doubt therell be some wrangling. You're contracted for another season, but your tenacity has been noticed.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything you're not supposed to know. I hate to admit it, but Connor Sport can't keep up with you, Aiden. Just do me a favor, would you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I need you to push as hard as you can to get as much out of you before I lose you to a better team. Can you do that for me?
Of course. No problem.
Good boy. You know I'm here whenever you need me. Speak soon.
What the hell is his deal? Something is not right with him. Well, it's all